YouTube, it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we are here for our week 99 post-op lap band update. And as always, we'll start with the numbers. I am 5'4" tall, had my lap band surgery in December of 2012. Last week I was 174.8, and this week I am 173.4 for a 1.4 pound loss.
Very awesome.
And a total loss of 88.6 pounds.
Very nice. 6 feet tall, starting weight 320. Last week I was 217. This week I was 217.4 for a 0.4 increase.
And a total loss of?
102.6.
So we went to Miami this weekend, which made it so that we could not, no, not that we could not, we chose not to stay on plan. There was no real exercise because we only have like 48 hours there. We wanted to spend it with the kids who stay with us 24 hours. They literally come back to the hotel with us, so we love them. But that meant that we normally work out Saturdays and Sundays. We did not get to work out. We normally do not shovel cake into our mouths. And
we were there. My nephew turned 5.
I definitely. He's 5. His sister convinced him that he wanted to put his face in the cake, and his mother was like, "You can't put your face in the cake because we have to serve the cake." So what do Aunt and Uncle do? We buy a second cake so that he can put his face in the cake. And it was an Oreo cake, and I'm like, that just sounds delicious. He was sort of clean. I don't care. So we ate the face in the cake, and it was delicious.
Nothing is sweeter than face cake.
Exactly. So I got to tell you, it's like being one all over again. Smash cake. It was wonderful. So let's talk about the week in general.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still journaling?
Yes.
For real?
I'm not.
Are you more journaling
100%.
in your head than on the...
Yes.
Like, did you actually journal today?
No, not yet.
So, when was the
But I know everything I ate, though.
When was the last time you journaled?
Recently, I'm sure.
I feel like I'm the only one committed to this journaling.
No. I need to get more
I need to know that
into
it's
it.
power to the people.
power to the people.
Okay.
But my exercise has been good.
Oh, yeah, you have been.
So I am preparing for my 10K. So normally when I run 3 days a week. I'll always do a 5K. But in preparation for it, on Thursday of last week, I did 4 miles. And then yesterday I did 5 miles. So I did yoga today. And then tomorrow when I run again, I'll probably do 5 miles again. And then sometime, the 10K is in like 5 or 6 weeks. So what I'll probably do is I'll do 6 miles just to make sure it's not an issue, and then I'll play it back down to 5 up till I run it. And it really is it's an interesting experience running 5 miles. I did it on a treadmill, and I just, I'm not in it for the speed factor of it. I just set myself at 5 miles per hour, and so a 12-minute mile, and I just went 5 miles straight through. And really was just, if I think of it as just getting through 1 mile, and then 1 mile, and then one, it's much easier to digest.
So your goal is to run the entire thing, but not to try to attain some really fast times, just to jog the entire time.
Yeah, I'd be very happy just doing a 12-minute mile the entire time.
That's amazing. 6 12-minute miles in a row, consecutive, without stopping.
Yep.
Very proud of you.
Thank you, boo-boo.
Anything else?
That's about all I got for now.
And
the reason for my crazy beard and crazy hair is more out of
yeah, this is
laziness
not
than anything else.
Movember. This is
Brad Week.
yes. And I think, in fairness to him, he probably would have lost some weight this week if I would have been a good wife and cut his hair. I cut his hair, and I've been so busy. It's out of control.
Thick.
So if we would just cut the top and shaved, I bet you'd have a loss this week instead of the 0.4 gain.
It's all good. Face cake was worth it.
Yeah, thank God you didn't put the face in the cake. That would be disgusting.
Yeah, no one would do that.
Yeah, the 5-year-old's beard is not fully grown in yet. So, I have to say, okay, you bandsters are not making videos, and so I'm forced to watch VSGers and RNYers, which, number one, make me feel bad about myself because they lose weight so much quicker. But one of the girls I'm watching is Melly May, and she did a video like a week ago about trying out a gym called Orange Theory. And I'd heard of Orange Theory, and when she explained it on the video about the theory is you wear a heart rate monitor the whole time, which they provide, and you try to stay in the orange zone for 12 to 20 minutes.
Of how long of a workout?
Of an hour workout. And it's half cardio, half strength training, and it's really interesting. And so my sister-in-law does it, and when Melly May described it, I'm like, you know what? I need something new. I can't jog at night after work because it gets dark at 5 o'clock and I'm still at work. So let me try this out. So I did yesterday was a federal holiday. I was off, so I did a free trial, and I signed up. It was great. It is, so half of it is cardio, so it's treadmill or rowing machine, and if you don't like those, they have a bike and an elliptical. And then the other half is like stations for strength training, which reminded me the movements were like CrossFit, but without the ridiculous amount of weight and the ridiculous number of reps. So it was still the same, you know, burpees and whatever, but you didn't do 112,000. You did sets of 8. So it was really interesting. I worked my ass off. The heart rate monitor said I burned 400 calories that hour. And that is with, I have an unnatural fear of the treadmill. When I was in high school and lived at home, my mom had a treadmill in her bedroom that was like this right in front of the closet door. And being a dumbass, I can't walk or jog in a straight line, and I just had a nightshirt on, and I'm watching TV, not paying attention, and I stepped on the side of the treadmill and slid because I was on the belt that was moving, but not totally, so I slid backwards. I fell, was pinned against the closet with just my boobs stuck on the treadmill, and let's just say it was a painful experience. So I screamed out for help. My mom came out, and my mom, like me, has a disease called inappropriate laughter syndrome. And she stood there laughing at me instead of turning off the treadmill. She did eventually, and this is before Facebook, so she didn't take any, we didn't have camera phones back then, so there was no pictures and posting. But she did stand there laughing at me while I was being injured. So I went to Orange Theory Fitness, and I was very scared of falling off the treadmill because I jog outside. I don't know how to jog in a straight line, and so jogging on the treadmill.
And yes, Jen has fallen outside jogging.
A year ago. Yes, this is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was 3 steps into the jog.
Yep.
So, yes, I had a legitimate fear. And so I did have to keep, so halfway into the jogging, I decided to put the little emergency clip on. Nobody else put theirs on, so I'm like, I don't want to be the only dork putting the emergency clip on. And then I'm like, well, you'd be a bigger dork if you fall off the treadmill in the middle of class. So I put it on, and that accidentally turned off the treadmill, and then my shoe came untied, and I went to tie it, and somehow it turned off the treadmill, and then a third time it happened. And when the treadmill turned off, you can't just turn it right back on. It has to go through like a power down and a power back on. So I made it more difficult than it needed to be, but I liked it, and I'm going to continue doing it. And I think that maybe changing up my exercise will help me spice up my working out, and maybe will kickstart this weight loss, because 2014 has been a year of maintenance, which is great if I had called maintenance, but I'm still losing weight, so maintaining, not so good. So, what's our goals for this week?
Well, we're traveling out of town,
Yes.
so hopefully not doing bad while we're out of town.
Yes.
And start journaling.
You have to at least journal Sunday night through Friday afternoon.
No, and it's just out of laziness that I'm not doing it. It's not that it's very hard, because it's not like I eat very much during the day. So
you're going to come back and commit with me?
coming back.
Full force?
Rock it down.
So, I think that is it. Oh, today I didn't tell you. I've been so stressed out at work. And my band, I guess, was tight. But I am not too tight, so I didn't notice how tight my band was. However, I was working, I was drinking, because I always drinking water at work, and I put my water bottle down for a while, and I'm typing at the computer, and I start to hear a lot of noise going on in my stomach. And it was water I must have drank half hour ago that decided at that moment in time to like just trickled down to my bottom stomach. Like I was so tense that like you literally just hear this whoosh of water. So I'm getting super tense. Work sucks, but at least we're not at that point yet.
Okay.
And I pushed off my fill because I'm happy where I am. I'm
Yep.
feeling great restriction, and I'm able to still eat vegetables. So it's like a win-win.
There you go.
So I guess that's all we have for this week. I guess that's it. So hope you all are big losers, kick some fat's asses, and we love your faces. And we will see you. Why are you laughing?
It always makes me laugh.
And we will. That's Ginger.
I
Ginger,
know.
I love you. And you know what? She still watches our videos.
That's great.
She comments every week. I love her. Ginger, 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 I love you. I love you, love you, love you. All the banded girls are gone. Only Danielle and Erica still make videos. And then I can't find new bandsters on YouTube. Like, the bandsters on YouTube are a dying breed. And I need you all. So, anyways, we will see you next week. Take care.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.